Pangalawa na to, yung isang kasama nila nakalabas na eh. Pinalabas ko na eh.
Tatlo yan eh.
Oo, tatlo yan sila.
Nakita ko yun eh.
Ito yung tumikat na nakalaan ng mga shampoo.
Tataka naman ako eh.
Sobrang dami niyan, biruin nyo. Binabayaran namin ito, libo-libo. Tangin ano.
Dami namin binabayaran eh.
Magbabayad kami ng libo-libo, tapos wala na ba kayo kasama sa loob? Nakalabas na yung isa eh.
Ano?
Biruin yan. Sige, paikot. Meron pa yan. Biruin mo, pati sa bra. Dilimundo. Biruin yan. Sige. Kaya mga company po mo, ma'am. Tawa ko lang sila ka. Oo, binuhin mo yan. Tangin ang kasyang-kasya sa ano. Isang tirahan lang. Yung ano pare, yung kasama nyo may dala paglabas, wala. Yung isang babae, wala naman yan. Okay, ano mo, meron pa yan. Pangalawa natin.
This is just one of many examples of shoplifting that shows how often this kind of theft happens here in the Philippines.
A person who steals goods from a store while pretending to be a customer. The documentary of Cara David explores the vast world of shoplifting, especially in urban areas. It focuses on its economic, social implications, and ethics of theft, as it highlights the stories of individuals who are stealing out of desperation, someone to feed his family, and unlike Sally and Tess, who shoplifts to sell and make profit. Not only is it their only form of income, but also their last livelihood. It shows that sometimes criminal activities are a poverty-driven crime and have no more choice as to commit crimes. Otherwise, they cannot provide the basic needs for their families. But this causes a cycle of crime, especially among youths, as they learn from their parents for being exposed to the criminal lifestyle. And if they gain more than enough experience, they can organize a shoplifting group that involves multiple members to ensure and minimize risk of being caught, making them hard to detect and catch. The documentary reminds the viewer of the complexity of shoplifting, especially in poverty, and it highlights real stories and challenges the viewer to critically think about their ethics and how to maintain order and fairness using ethics.
What was the ethical issue or dilemma faced in reporting the issue?
Cara David's documentary revolves around the complex motivations of thefts, as if it has 11,800 cases in 2024, according to Statista 2025. And that is the main ethical dilemma presented. The issues presented have border issues such as injustice, poverty, and even inequality in the Philippines. The documentary shows the good and bad side of such crime, like individuals like Mang Junho does it for his family. This issue is so deep rooted that even today it is still not resolved, as poverty continues to drive people to commit crimes.
What ethical considerations were upheld in reporting the issue?
Human dignity, empathy, and even voluntary participation. Because it ensured individuals like Mang Jun are treated with respect and were not being exploited. It highlights moral complexities that leads to crimes such as theft and how it exposes systematic poverty because Mang Jun participated willingly to commit a crime. He was portrayed with compassion and that could be a part of his self-growth, but the community is still mixed about the crime as some forgave Mang Jun but some upheld his penalties.
What were the ethical considerations that were not observed in reporting the issue?
The documentary has a lot of considerations that were not observed, as it includes potential harm, conflict of interest, privacy violations, and stereotyping according to Barrow et al. 2022. The effects of all the stated could lead to emotional distress, loss of privacy, and even monetary costs. Because of this, loss of trust and even consequences, as these oversights can undermine the documentary's intent to expose the participants of the documentary if not properly addressed.
Overall, do you think the report was ethical? Elaborate and justify your answer.
Most of us think that the report was not ethical, as the main concerns were the lack of privacy protection and potential harm to participants, whose identity could be exposed despite the blurred faces and attempts of anonymity. The documentary followed their values of justice and empathy, but it failed to fully be able to say that the safety and dignity of the participants of the documentary are safe and protected, especially in legal and social vulnerability of the participants.